Hello, everyone. Hope you are having. Now, I know you are having a great Saturday. You all come in, hit that like and share button. I got my daughter put this necklace on me this morning. Forgot to take it off, but I'm live streaming, giving you an opportunity to get a $55 discount. I'm going to have a very thorough video today, but I'm still keeping it under an hour. So come in, hit that like and share button, right? Hit that like and share button. Welcome to my channel. I am known in the credit, in the crypto, and the cash flow world as Crypto Queen, aka my birth name is Latanya Deloach. I am the author of two books, both listed on Amazon. My first book was Is My Millionaire Notes 111. It's exactly 111 notes. It's a mindset shift. How the rich think about and operate with money that the poor and middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class do not. So it's a mindset shift, much like Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki, right? My second book is to teach about cryptocurrency and why cryptocurrency will replace the physical dollar, aka cash. And now we have this Black Swan event that's going on. I have some great crypto news today as well. Cryptocurrency accepted as cash payment. So come in. Happy Saturday to you, right? Let me give you a personal testimony that I don't talk about a lot, but did you know approximately 3 years ago, and I'm adding this year, so it's really 2 years because in 2020, I joined a home based business by the name of MWR. It was exactly June of 2020. So really it's 2 years, not three, right? I don't know where I get the extra year from. I started that business part time. Started the business part time. Honestly, my first year, I didn't do a lot. I got into business because it helped me get $500 more out of my paycheck. That's what's called in the business an instant pay raise. At the time, I was going through a divorce, which was 3 years of age. And, that was a source of income leaving the household. So that $500 helped me and my daughter and I make sure that she didn't ever come home and hit the light switch and darkness still was showing. Help us keep or kept groceries in the refrigerator, even though we eat out more than we cook at home, right? But it helped sustain the lifestyle and also helped that we didn't have any financial hiccups during my divorce and with my ex-husband's house income leaving the household, right? And it helped me pour myself into something else emotionally because I'm a firm believer that if you help other people solve their problems, your problems will be automatically met. Your problems will automatically go away. The universe has a system, and the system works like this. Once you stop focusing on your issues and help other people with those same or similar issues, your issues will go away. That's how the universe works. It is astronomical. It's unbelievable. So, with that being said, as I began to teach others, as I began to help others repair their credit and help them restore their credit, right? All my credit sustained, my finances grew, and as of today's date, which is April 30th, I am able now, or I am positioned now, right, I'm making more money when I started with this business doing part-time hours because I was still in the public school system teaching and coaching girls basketball, mentoring and coaching young ladies. That took 10, 12-hour days of my time. So I started this business truly part-time. Whatever hours that I could find, right, I poured into helping others. The time that I had, I was coaching basketball, doing my own credit repair as well, right, and teaching people about cash flow because I soon found out that many people that had a credit problem also had a cash flow problem. There were some people, for example, that did not have any negative reportings on their credit report. They just had high limit credit card bills. They just had high debt to income ratio. And so their solution to the problem was, we need to increase your cash flow so you can pay down these debts so your credit score can increase. And now your interest rate, it will be like a boomerang on your other things that you have currently financed can be refinanced now. And now that will help increase your credit score and save you thousands and thousands of paying out interest, right? Because you need more cash flow. So oftentimes, or in some situations, I won't say oftentimes, some situations is not that a person has bad credit. It's that they don't have the extra cash flow to pay down because the credit card is maxed out, or their student loan debt balance is high, and they need to get down those student loan debts, right, in order to increase their credit score. So with that being said, I'm going to share some more testimonies with you about what the business does and how you can, for just $129, get in today. This is a $99 discount, 55% off. You can join at a later time, no problem. But I know how much people love discounts and how they love to get in and get savings. And so, hey, let's hear it from someone else or other testimonies about MWR and its services and why you will want to get in right now.
So I have a testimony around credit. My name is Bert Sims. When I came into MWR, I had a pretty good credit score. After being in MWR for just over 60 days, my credit score is now sitting at an 845. I was able to use that to go and refinance my house. I got a 2.75 interest rate. It's going to save me over $25,000. I did the calculation. That's going to pay for my membership for 17 and a half years. So you got me.
Very good. Come off the left and go down the middle. Thank you. What kind of testimony we got? Your name, where you from?
Brother Bernard. I kind of got a testimony for credit and equity max. I never went to events, any company, because I felt like it was a waste of time. I just see it on YouTube. But early this month, I went to the first VIP event and came down from MWR. And when I heard the Charles Ivory testimony about being debt free, it impacted me. Like, it really just impacted me. So I went back home. After me and my daughters had our millionaire weekend, hanging out with the millionaires and rubbed off on us. I went back home and I reevaluated my financial situation. And I set up some real estate deals. Instead of taking the money, reinvesting the money into another property, I took the money and paid off all my debt, all my credit cards, right? Then I set myself up where I began to use my business credit cards, which allowed me to be debt free, but still get the points and the cash back from using my business credit cards. Then by me doing that, it set me up with a higher credit score, which opened up an opportunity for me to get access to a $2 million loan to get $1 million property. So from that one event, I was able to become the first man in my family to be debt free and achieve financial freedom, all because I heard another man was debt free.
Good job. Good job. Great work.
I can't really compete with his story, but hi everyone, my name is Terica Jones. I came from Jacksonville, Florida. Duval. Now my story with the credit repair, within the first 2 weeks of being with MWR, my credit score went up maybe 15 to 30 points. By the end of the month, I looked at my credit score and it went up 100 points in total. Yes. So it's still increasing. My brother isn't here, but I'll speak on his behalf. His credit score was already pretty high. So don't think if you have a high credit score, it can't go up any higher, because they took his 800 credit score and took it up to like an 840 or something like that. So you can get more with it if it's already high. So that's it.
Good.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Richard Harden. I am actually from East Point, Georgia. For those of y'all who don't know where that is, that's where you are right now. My testimony is a combination of Financial Edge and Game Changer. Game Changer, a year ago, I just came to see what my brother was busy doing. And then everything started to make sense. Anybody ever feel like you're smart, but you've been making dumb decisions? Well, I was that guy. I was valedictorian in my school, a star student, went to Duke University, had 2 degrees, but no financial education. So starting to apply the strategies, we first applied the Money Max strategy to get back about $1,000 in our household. Now, we didn't add that to lifestyle. We attacked our debts. So over the course of a year, paid off $67,000 in credit card loans, student loan, car loan, and now we're just 1 month away from paying off the mortgage on our rental properties. We took the cash. We invested in an asset and asked more cash. And then I had a conversation with the Wealth Max advisor who helped me position some of my money in land so that drop that we saw yesterday in the market. Anybody look at the stock market yesterday? Turns out your land banking is not affected by the stock market. And then a private reserve account gives me an opportunity to have some of my wealth accessible before I'm 60 years old. Because Lord knows, I want to retire at 50. Anybody else like that? So having a game plan, strategy, and experts to help with the process. And one big thing that you get with MWR that we don't talk about enough is friends making actual money moves so that the pressure is to make your money make more money.
Yo, I love those testimonies. First one coming up, credit score increase. Now able to get business credit. Now able to get passive income. That's an income stream that many people with bad credit don't realize what they're missing out on. See, when you have good credit and you get these credit card offers and you can get passive or you can get your cash back, people, that's passive income coming into you. That means money that you don't even have to work for. Little effort that's coming back to you. Those are the perks or benefits of having good credit. And then building that personal credit to now business credit, in which your business credit doesn't even report on your personal credit report. That means you can have 5 figures, 6 figures in business credit that's not even showing on your personal credit report, meaning that it is hidden in a sense, right? Now, from there, he said your money having friends, earning interest, people. Also, I don't emphasize this enough when I talk about this, but with MWR, which is abbreviated for Making Wealth Real, they have something that's called a private reserve account. Most people know it as a cash value life insurance plan, right? It's not just for the 1%. This is an exclusive, meaning that you can only be an MWR exclusive alternative to banking, which can return over 500% more than your current banking interest rates. Listen, banks right now are paying out 0.06%. So with the PRA, also known as private reserve account, it can serve you with multiple purposes, such as tax-free retirement plans. So you can retire rich right now in the right way. Tax-free retirement. It gives you protection if you get sick or ill. Tax-free death benefits to your children. We talk about the Bible that talks about leaving wealth, leaving generational wealth to your children. A good man leaves an inheritance. College savings and or mortgage or auto loan. Acceleration. So that means your money is still earning interest as you borrow against the PRA and MWR. So I'm going to tell you why more than ever you need this home-based business, right? I want to tell you why you need to be positioned today, with this home-based business. I'm going to tell you why this would be the best $129 that you have ever invested. Number one, it frees up your money out of your paycheck. It frees up your money out of your paycheck to go to work for you and not the government. Now, if you are watching this right now live, or if you're watching this in the replay, I want you to make a mind message connection, and I want you to type this in the comment that your 129 investment today will free up money. Now, you don't have to put that part in, right? But free up money out of my paycheck to go to work for me and not the government. How many of you all would like to free up money out of your paycheck to go to work for you and not the government? See, I'm going to tell you about cryptocurrency. I'm going to show you why anytime cryptocurrency is in the red, because now you can pay rent with cryptocurrency. So stay in on this whole live stream. And I'm going to, right now you got cryptos that's taking a dip today, right? They're in the red. But people don't, even though they may have got paid yesterday, they don't have the money to invest in crypto. Why? Because gas prices is spiking again. So inflation is eating up their paycheck. Gas pricing, grocery prices, eating up their paychecks. So now people, you can bypass the middleman. Who is the middleman? The IRS, Uncle Sam, the government. See, the government gives you 0% to use your money, and then they invest that money. It's called FICA. FICA, those taxes taken out of your paycheck. Then they invest that money to make a minimum of 18% interest on your money. Then through a tax refund, means again, fund means money. They give you your money back after they made investment on it and made interest on it at 0%. They've taken your money all throughout the year, invested it at minimum made 18%, and now they give it back to you in a form of a refund. So I'm going to give you at least 4 of the 475 reasons why spending 129 just makes sense. Now, you may say to me, well, Queen, what if I don't earn money through a traditional paycheck? How can this home-based business help me if I already have a business? Hey, that's a great question. I'm going to bring another person to the screen, and his name is Brandon Caldwell. He's a barbershop owner. He's able to write off over $26,000 in tax deductions from MWR, from Making Wealth Real. He saved over $1,720 with Bill Shredder. Now you may be asking, what is Bill Shredder? I'm going to share the screen again. Bill Shredder is where you get the experts in MWR to negotiate your bills that you're already paying. That's your household bills. And for Brandon, that's his barbershop bills as well. Whether it's his internet, whether it's his security system at his house and his business, place of business, his brick and mortar business, right? And he's getting passive income. He's getting daily pay, right? Now, how happy would you be? And I know you may be thinking, well, Queen, every time he cuts hair, he get paid. No, he gets paid also. Well, yes and no. He get paid also through MWR daily pay, and we call it mobile phone money because you get the text message directly to your mobile phone, and he doesn't have to do any work in that business. See, in order to get paid at his barbershop, he has to do what's called active income. Active income means you have to perform the work every time in order to get the cash dollar or to get a paycheck. Now, how happy would you be if you was in position to get paid daily in a passive income formula versus meaning I have to go through the rat race. I have to get up, go to work, eat dinner, come home, maybe spend some time, a couple of hours with the children, maybe a couple of hours with the husband and wife. If you're single like me, spend some time with personal development. I'm teaching and coaching my team, my financial team now, right? And then go to sleep, raise up, and repeat the process over and over and over again. People, in your income portfolio, you should have both passive and residual and active income. I'm not against active income, right? I favor NBA players. Actually, my daughter and I are going to see the Memphis Grizzlies and the can't think of it. Golden State Warriors play tomorrow, right? But that's active income. They have to perform in essence in order to get paid, right? Because we do know that they are contract. So their money is contractual, so they can, be injured or hurt. Those are, disclaimers, but and they still get paid. But for most part, their contract is built that they have to go out there and play basketball and perform in order to get paid. So now this is what's coming down the pipeline. China right now, manufacturing has slowed down. And if you know anything about the economy, where China goes, everyone else follows. Because the United States is not producing anything. We are not shipping anything out to other countries from our production. We're more dependent on China than China is dependent upon us. We're not exporting anything. We thrive and survive off imports, and mainly from China. So now China manufacturing output has dropped to the lowest level in 2 years because they are saying that COVID is reappearing again. So the lowest level since February of 2020, the data showed on today a sign of economic pain, right? So with this being said, people, the figures come as Beijing's policy of swiftly stamping out infections with lockdowns. They have their people on lockdowns again. And mass testing has been severely challenged by Omicron pandemic. Dozens of cities, including economic powerhouses like, I can't pronounce those names, have been officially or fully or partially sealed off in recent months. Now is the time for you to prepare more than ever to make money from home. Again, I know you thought this had disappeared. I know you thought the Will Smith slap made it go away, but they're bringing it back because the dollar is going to be cash done away with. We're going to a digital currency system, and the dollar has to be destroyed. It is already the dollar has already highly lost its purchasing power. So bypass the middleman. Cut that FICA out of your paycheck and shift that money back to you. For me, it was $500 back. And then I got so many more tax deductions at the end of the year that it made sense for me to maximize the taxes out of my paycheck and then utilize the 470 up to 475 tax deductions that I had in this home-based business. Now, oftentimes I get questions like this, right? I hear about the power of home-based businesses. What type of expenses am I able to write off? Well, when you invest this $129 For example, your cell phone, your mobile phones are tax deductible now. Things that you were using anyway. Listen, gas mileage. If you're going to spend this much on gas, you might as well position yourself to get it back, get that money back in taxes and tax write-off. Internet services. These are considered necessary to operate your MWR home-based business. So it's what you're doing anyway, right? So you don't even have to worry about memorizing a list of deductions, because through the home-based business, you have an app called Hurdler that if you had it on your own, just on your own, it will be $79 that you keep this information in the cloud, right? And it keeps the excellent records that you don't, so you can be free of, fearing about audit, to show Uncle Sam the difference between a business and a hobby or a side hustle, right? And so with that, then people say, well, do I have to start a home-based business to get these tax deductions? Well, not when you join MWR, because it is the home-based business. Some people join MWR and say, okay, Queen, now what home-based business do I need? MWR is the home-based business. See, the mere fact that you have a social security number, and that's why I tell everybody, you are born rich. You are born rich. The 9 digits that the government assigned to you in order to really make money off of you, especially if you're an employee, through human resources, because now you are human resources for the government. Now you can take those same 9 digits. Bob Proctor teach this as well, that you are born, or he taught this, may he rest in heaven. He passed away recently, but he has this famous series on You Are Born Rich. And so now MWR issues you a 1099-K form that makes you a home-based business owner. Now you become a financial educator who introduces the power of income shifting and cash flow expansion. You don't need a corporation or tax ID number, because your Social Security makes you a sole proprietor. However, you are taxed as a corporation. You're taxed like Walmart is taxed. You're taxed like Amazon is taxed. You're taxed like Jeff Bezos is taxed. You're taxed like Elon Musk is taxed. You're taxed like a McDonald's franchisee is taxed, or a Chick-fil-A franchisee is taxed. So as you start to increase your cash flow and your income and your revenue and your profits, Jerome says profits are better than wages, because profits can make you a fortune. Your wages can pay for your lifestyle, meaning that it can pay for a roof over your head, to put food on the table for your loved ones, to pay your bills. But I'm talking about your fortune. Your fortune is that infinite income. See, when you have wages, that's finite income. A fortune is infinite income, meaning that you set the limits. You decide how much work you want to put into it, how much effort you want to put into it, how much time you want to devote to it, how many people you want to talk to about it, how many people you don't want to talk to about it. See, it's this parable in the Bible that talks about the different type of soil, but it also talks about a sower, right? And a sower is the one that the Bible said that God gives seeds to the sower. So when you sow, when you are a giver, the infinite intelligence, the infinite God, infinite spirit gives back to you. So with that being said, the sower is 4 types of soil in the Bible, right? It's soil that's on thorny ground. It's soil that's on stony ground, on shallow soil. And so the whole purpose of giving and giving is that you find good people to sow your seed or your time or your energy, your efforts into. So what happens is now you can produce 30-fold return back, 60-fold return back, or 100-fold return. That's called infinite return. Deuteronomy 1:11 my go-to scripture talks about 1,000 times more. 1,000 times more increase. So with this system, you have infinite. It's all based off of your mindset, also your skill set, but most of all, your heart and your determination to want more financially out of life than what you currently have. So MWR, in any way that you spend your money or make your money, it helps you maximize what you are, whatever level you're on. They have tax accounting services, again, to cut out the middleman, to cut out the government, to help you get that money back, to free up that money out of your paycheck and make that money go to work for you versus it going to work for the government. It has Credit Max. These are experts that work on your credit, repair your credit, so you can take advantage of passive income opportunities by leveraging your personal credit and then going on to build your business credit if you haven't also already done that. And then you have this financial where they allow you to take your money and you can make investments in universal life insurance index or private reserve accounts. All of this under one umbrella. Now, again, do you need your own home business? No, right? Whether you have a home, apartment, whether you rent a townhouse, all of that gets all of this and its tax deductions. If you already a nail salon, a barber shop, grocery store owner, restaurant owner, right? You cannot write off your everyday expenses, such as your mileage. Another huge deduction for a home-based business owners is they allow travel outside of your state, right? See, if you have any of a nail salon, a barbershop, beautician, whatever, etc., small restaurant, and you're not allowed to write off the travel because it has to be deemed reasonable and necessary. But under MWR and this home-based business and with the app to track all of your traveling, all of your mileage, all of your tax deductions, it makes the concept of shifting your income, we call it income shifting money back to you, which makes travel expenses tax deductible because you can take this business to all 50 states and even out of the country, out of states. Some entrepreneurs call themselves business owners, but in essence, the business really owns them. See, MWR Financial, it allows the owner to use the wealth principle to leverage, right? Leverage to generate. Leverage allows you to pick up something heavy, but in an easier way to now generate residual income instead of trading your time for dollars all the time. Most people that have traditional businesses, they operate from gifts, from talents, from the expertise. But this means that anything that happened to you or them at any amount of time, all of these revenues can come to a halt, meaning it can just stop. If you get sick, could you be sick for 6 weeks in your current business model and still bring in cash flow or keep the cash flow that you currently have? If you are the brand of the business and you have to be away, even if you have other barbers or other workers working for you, do you have your business structured and set up in a way that you don't have to show up every time in order to get paid and to continue to get paid on the level that you want to get paid on to meet your current lifestyle? So why not join this leverage residual based passive income, shifting your money back to you, right? This business for $129, that small, inexpensive investment for all of this value. And now you can make residual income that's transferable regardless of your gifts, talents, or expertise. Another thing that, home-based business owners or people that have their own business might not understand is your child or your children, they might not want to inherit their business. They might not want a landscaping business. But through MWR, once you set it up and structure it, you can set it up in which your child, your children, or your grandchildren, nieces or nephews can now use that business, and you can gifted to them, and they have a passive residual income stream set up for them for a lifetime. That's even better, in my opinion, than an insurance policy that can do the same, because it's residual, right? Even though MWR does have the PRA reserve account, they can do that as well. So now, if you don't have the money that you would like to invest, right? If you're saying, Queen, I see, yeah, now they're accepting rent payments with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin is now possible. But I don't have as much money that I would like to invest. I'm investing hundreds, but I would really like to put thousands into this new currency system. Or I'm putting thousands, I'm putting four figures in investments, but I would love to throw 5 figures. I was about to say 10, but 5 figures in so you can get 10 figures, right? So I'm gonna show you how to find your own money, how to get the money back that you're losing, so you can have the money to invest, and you can invest wisely, where you don't have to make panic investing decisions when it comes to cryptocurrency, because we know how volatile cryptocurrency is. So now this global real estate firm, Jameson LP, has enabled rental payments with cryptocurrency. They are accepting Bitcoin, Ether, and Doge. Wow, unbelievable. So this will be provided through BitPay to enable crypto rental payments. BitPay is also the choice provider for AMC. So there's a merger going on between Shiba Inu, AMC as well. So AMC Entertainment Holdings, Dogecoin, Shiba, I said, for movie tickets. The same payment ledger for that. Now rent payment is going to happen with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ether. So it depends on how do you want to be a thousandaire? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be a decamillionaire? How rich do you want to become? Because with your money that you are freeing up, with your credit that you are freeing up, with your credit cards that you're using to invest in cryptocurrency with, people, now you can live the life that you want to live, whether it's time freedom, whether it's money freedom, or whether it's both. You can take the same dollars you're now making and make it more valuable, instead of giving that money to the government to make money off of through your taxes. Because even if you're a small business owner, you're paying even more taxes than an employee. You're paying 60%. Employees on average paying 40%. Because not only do you have to pay taxes for yourself, but you have to pay taxes for your employees. People, if you want to invest, if you want to make your money make more money for you, you have to have an understanding and an education on these two things, time and taxes. You must understand time and taxes. Compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world. For example, on an average of 8 to 10% annual return, and we both know that crypto gives you way better returns than that. But on average, 8% to 10% annually. If you had $300 free up a month, which most people find in MWR right from their paycheck, if you had $300 to devote monthly for 8 years, that would be $28,800. But with the power of compound interest at 8 to 10%, that will produce to you, or for you rather, $28 million. Now you have great cryptocurrencies, I call this on sale, like Harmony One, down 10% today. What a great buying opportunity. But most people can't afford it because inflation is eating up their paycheck because they don't have a home-based business. You got the Nexo crypto. They made some moves as well. They're offering the Nexo cryptocurrency and a reward back card that's pumping Nexo today. It's up 10%. So great moves, great investments to be made in cryptocurrency. You can free up that cash flow. You got Zeal down, ApeCoin 1.5%. So you have, just great buying opportunities, but most people don't have the cash flow. You got a lot of big moves being made in cryptocurrencies besides being accepted for rent right now. So this is, let me give you the news about why Nexo is soaring and its payment card. Just want to tell you that Bitcoin, I would personally not pay rent with my Bitcoin, but if I had to choose out of the three, it would definitely be Dogecoin. I would not use Bitcoin to pay rent with, or Ethereum. Out of all the cryptocurrencies, it would be Doge. So if you're a Doge holder, you're in the dog army, or Sheep, or any of these meme coins, big utilities and use cases are being added to them. Nexo crypto soars as the market dies with payment card launch and Binance listing. So also Nexo is listing on Binance. Now they have a payment card processor going on with the Nexo coin, and Nexo offers great interest rate if you hold and hodl, stake it as it's known in the crypto world. So now with the BNB listing, investors are pouring into the Nexo crypto, has been listed on BNB. Now, with this platform, Nexo, it was launched in 2018. It has over 6 billion in credit to customer. That means Nexo is a great platform if you want to leverage your crypto to borrow against, right? And it has fiats, or users can borrow from 40 different currencies, from fiats to stable coins to even ApeCoin, right? They can borrow against ApeCoin in there. That's one way I pick my crypto portfolio. What cryptocurrencies could I borrow money against, right? What are the decentralized cryptos? Those are questions that I ask. So these are crypto-backed loan services. With this launch, crypto received a great pump, or Nexo rather, because it's increasing in its value. So people, that's it. You have a couple of hours to save $99 to get a credit for $99, get 55% off. Make the great investment that you can. Invest in yourself. Get in a community that teaches financial education. Get a way to shift your money back, whether you're a small business owner or you are an employee, and shift your money on the other side of what I teach as the cash flow quadrant. Shift your money back to you, because let me show you the cash flow quadrant real quick. Then I'm logging off. Also, if you're a small business owner, you with the food shortages coming up, with groceries increasing, the first thing people want to do, okay, well, let me figure out how to do my own hair or cut my own hair, especially during quarantine, right? That people, they might say they can't afford to go many of places they used to go anyway. You're in the restaurant business, or you're doing some product base from your house. If you're doing a product based service and you don't know if you'll be able to get to the products because of China's manufacturing being lowered, this is income shifting. This is what you complete on your W-4 if you're an employee, that tells the government how much to tax. Well, once you add a home-based business, people, once you're an employee, you only have allowances that you are eligible to claim. And you only have 9 of them. So now those allowances is determine how much taxes are taken out of your paycheck. When you add the home-based business, now you have the deductions that you can claim. So now you have larger exemptions against the federal tax withholdings. See, it looks like this. Let's look at this gross pay, right? They call it gross. They tell you it's gross. They know that most people pay is gross. Let's say it's $2,000. Do you all see the biggest expense coming out of this paycheck is the federal taxes? This is what income shifting is, shifting that federal back to you. Out of a $2,000 paycheck, the biggest expense that come out is federal. Then your second expense line column is state, which is 102, depends on what state you reside in. And now your other is Social Security. All of these are taxes, but most people don't know adding a home-based business greatly reduces your federal tax liability because the federal government has this in the tax code. So $695 is taken from the top. Income shifting is shifting that back to you. Now, this is all you have after taxes. I haven't even talked about when people have insurances taken out: health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance, 401ks, forced pensions out of your paycheck. So at least get that federal taxes back to you. And did you know that when you have this home-based business, that you can get up to $12,400 back per child at the end of the year to hire your children to work in the business with you and for you? So why pay a child an allowance when you can pay them a home-based business payroll? Why pay for your child's sports team when you can set it up through their checking account through the home-based business and then get it back in taxes? What if, for example, you went and made groceries and then 2 weeks later, the grocery store owner told you, you know that money you spent 2 weeks, come and get it back for your groceries. This is what the home-based business does for you. See, the rich invest their money and spend what's less. The poor spend their money and invest what's less. You all, we have to stop that cycle. And this is your tax numbers. This is depending on how you earn your money. It depends on how you're taxed. If you're an employee, you're taxed 40% overall between federal and state taxes out of the money you make. If you're a small business owner, if you're self-employed, you're a specialist or a six-figure income earner, you all like all those S's, you're taxed even more, 60%. The more money you make, the higher taxes you take. But on the right side of this 4 cash flow quadrant, business owners are taxed 20%. And your investing money, see, that's why rich people invest first and spend second. Even when you say the word spend, it has END in it, meaning you put an end to your money. Money should always circulate and cash flow and work with friends to work harder for you than you work for it. Investment income is 0%. But you know what a lot of people are doing because they don't have this financial education? They're not investing their money, they are flipping it. They're flipping cryptocurrency. They're flipping Forex. And when flipping money or flipping real estate, you have what's called capital gains taxes. Capital gains tax, you're taxed 15 to 20% on your flipping. And why, especially with cryptocurrency, would you trade assets for dollars that's depreciating? See, with cryptocurrency, you will experience some dips, but the comeback is greater than the dips are. Because when they come back and they get back in the green, they come back with a vengeance. See, 90% of people are employees or self-employed, or they're specialists, or they're small business owners, or they work solo, or they're six-figure income earners. But on this side, again, of the cross, is no work, no pay. 90% of the people earn money on this side. Only 10% of the wealth do they ever obtain. But on this side, this is where 10% of the people earn money. So come on this side because it's not even crowded. It's lonely up the top because it's only 10% of people at the top. So you own a system which helps you leverage your money. It's a business that works even when you are not there. Now you begin the big boy league and the big girls league, and your money is working for you. You own a system that helps you leverage your time and your money. You don't want the no work, no pay strategy. And if you have to earn money on all four quadrants, do that. We all have to start somewhere. The key thing is to start. So would you rather earn 1% off 100 people efforts? Or would you rather earn 100% of your own efforts? John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men that ever lived, said, I'd rather earn 1% from 100 people efforts than 100% of my own. That's the key, people. That's the system. And that's the 129 that you see up on the screen. Yep. Yes, you get all that value for $129. John D. Rockefeller wasn't the only person that said this. The first billionaire also said it. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather earn 1% from 100 people efforts than 100% of my own people. That's the formula. That's the key. That's the finance system. That's the key that unlocks your wealth and reduces your stress. This is the key that's going to unlock your financial freedom. This is the strategies you need and the system. See, you've been trying to do it all by yourself. But you need to get over here and you can do that shift for just $129 today. That ends in a couple of hours. Reduce your stress and increase your freedom. Because believe it or not, even the Bible says that money, Ecclesiastes 7:11, that money answers all things. For some people, it's the answer to reducing their stress, working less hours, being able to provide a financial future for their children, their loved ones, being able to afford to travel to work, being able to afford to get groceries even though inflation is increasing, being able to afford to get foods and stock up that have long shelf life and preparation for this recession, being able to hold their cryptocurrency so they can produce generational wealth versus flipping it. The main reason why people struggle financially is because they have spent years in school but learned nothing about money. So the result is people learn to work for money, but they never learn how to make their money work for them. See, the richest people in the world, they look for and they build systems and network with people that work with them, for them. And you can earn money from anybody in any state, and you can be in your own home state. So people, let's stop swimming upstream. Or as my presenter said on our overview that we had this morning, let's stop ice skating up the mountain, up the hill. Position yourself that you can be in a position like me or even better. That while working part-time on your future, 3 years later, because I'm in my job for 16 years, I now make more money than working 16 years at my job. You all text that number 254-788-1144. I add you to give you a welcome text, add you to our private Facebook group and our Millionaire Roundtable Mindset Mastermind community. That alone is worth the investment to be in a community of like-minded people. Many people say, my friends, my family members don't know about money. They're negative. They're not trying to invest. I'm trying to talk to them about crypto. I'm trying to talk to them about Forex. et cetera, or will get us to a mindset of people that not only you can have these conversations with, but your conversations can enhance, right? As iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpens another. Text that number. Let's get you in, get started today. Let's network. Let's get your cash flow up, your credit up, and your crypto, if that's what you choose, up. Crypto Queen out. Make sure you hit that like and share button. Thank you for tuning in.